fighting with somebody else's kids about a phone. Some of y'all gonna be 22 and still don't have an algebra credit. I ain't trying to be funny, I'm just being real. Until it becomes a priority for you, it will be a priority for me. All right, so for the first one, we're going to do our distributed property because we have parentheses. Once you distribute, you're going to combine like terms. I'm going to the bottom half of the page. I don't know if you made it there, but that's where I'm going. Don't wait on me to do the problem. Go ahead and do it for yourself. Take it in the books out. Can you hear me? Seven is less than or equal to a negative 11. I don't know what's going on today, Mr. Young, but Louis, please. You got 3b plus 15. Come on. You done? You done? Okay, well, let's go to page 5 of your notes. I'm just trying to keep it from being a 0. Thanks, Ms. Mitchell. You're welcome. Combine like terms, you have a constant and a constant. That means you have a number, and they're on the same side. So you need to go a negative 11 plus 15. Before you try to move to one side to the other side, you need to combine your like terms. So you should have 7 is less than or equal to, I'm going to put 3b, because that's the middle term, and I'm going to put a positive 4. Javion, let's go. Okay. After you combine your like terms, you want to isolate your variables. So you want to move the 4 to the 7, not the 7 to the 4. And the reason why is because you want a number on one side and the variable on the other. So you should be subtracting 4 from both sides. Create that 0 pair. Bring down your 3b. Your inequality sign. The difference of 7 and 4 is 3. The last and final step is to isolate the variable b. How do we isolate it? How do we get it by itself? You're going to divide. Okay? You're going to divide by the coefficient, which is the number 3. All right? And when you divide 3 by 3, you get what? 1. So 1 is less than or equal to b. If 1 is less than or equal to b, what is the inference? What does that say about b? B is greater than 1. Think about it. 1 is less than or equal to b. What does that tell you about b? B is greater than 1. That's an inference for everybody who don't like math and like English. When you write inequalities, the variables come first. Okay? Is that an open or a closed circle? Closed circle. Why is it closed? You have a line underneath it. That includes the number what? 1, okay? So you have 1 here, you got a negative 1 here. I'm gonna change colors. I am gonna do a closed circle, and I want all numbers that are greater than a positive 1. When I tell you we solving equations, this is very similar to solving equations. All we do is take the equal sign out and put an inequality sign. All right, try the next one. Go ahead. I'm gonna see if I can find my timer up here and give you guys a little practice time, because I'm telling you, it's easy when I do it. Give a thumbs up if yours look like mine. If the first step is right, we good. But we got to get the first step right. Okay? Now let's look at that negative 33 and that positive 88. They're on the same side. Okay? So if they're on the same side, we're going 88 is less than or equal to 11x. I'm going to combine my like terms. I'm going to use another color so we all understand that negative 33 and a positive 88 are constants. They look alike. So negative 33 plus positive 88 should give us a positive what? 55. Now you have yourself a two-step equation. Right? 2 steps to the left, 2 steps to the right. Okay? Bring your 55 to your 88 because you want a variable on one side and a constant on the other. Create the zero pair. You get a positive 33 is less than or equal to 11x. Now we're down to a one-step equation. The inverse of multiplication. 11 times what number gives us 33? 3. So the inverse of multiplication is division. That's why we divide. So 3 is less than or equal to x. So what does that tell us about x? X is what? Greater than, right? Because if 3 is less than x, so that means 3 is x less than the x. What is the value of x has to be? How to make that? What number can I substitute in here to make that a true statement? 4. 3 is less than or equal to 4. What about 6? Is that a true statement? 3 is less than or equal to 6. Notice where I'm going with this. What about 1? 3 is less than or equal to 1. Is that a true statement? No. So you should be graphing numbers, or you should be choosing numbers that are greater than or equal to 3. Is that an open or closed circle? It's closed. So I'm over here, my inequality sign. You don't have to be fancy. Just put 0 in the middle. Positive 3, negative 3. Use what you need. Okay? I should have a closed circle, and I should be shading to the right. Okay. I need to make sure that you put the inequalities lines underneath, because that's what this test is going to be about. Make sure that you know how to graph on a number line. Okay? Now, I didn't do anything fancy with the number 6. All I did was give you parentheses on both sides. So go ahead and try it. Okay? Go ahead and try it. Keep up with your signs. Don't wait on me. Go ahead. All right, somebody come up here and put the first step up.
We can come up here and do it.
Yep, come up here and do it. See if their step match your step.
I don't know. Hold on, wait. I think I messed up.
Did you combine like terms?
Yeah, the way I wrote it. Can I start over? I can start over. All right. Hold on.
Some of y'all gave me that little side eye look. What happened?
Well, she wanted to start over.
I just want you to do what you wrote. That's what you
I
wrote.
did. That's fine.
Okay, all right. That's all right. It's all right to make a mistake, but somebody else gonna make it too.
Oh, my bad. I don't.
Guess what I can give you? I don't know. I can give you a point for this. This distribution is right. That distribution is right. You added 14 over here. I don't know what you did over here. That's why you want to start over? I got it. But do you see that this negative 42 and this 14 both on the same side? Do you see that now? All right. All right.
You could have. She couldn't say no.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I said no because I knew what she did. I know the mistake she made because somebody else in the classroom will make it too, and I don't want you to be ashamed to make a mistake. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So a negative 42 plus 14 right here. Okay? Those are like terms. This is what you do when when y'all don't pay attention. You got math is detailed. This is the reason why people don't like it. It's very stressful for people who are not detailed people. All right? It's not about finishing first. It's about finishing well. Okay? So you got 14x minus 14 is greater than or equal to, what's a negative 32 plus 14? Negative what? Negative 28 plus 7x. All right? Now, move, listen to me. Move x's, move variables to the left. And the reason why I tell you to move them to the left is because when you get ready to write the inequality, guess what you want on the left-hand side? You go, Miss Mitchell. All right, so I'm going to add 28. No, I want to subtract 7x, sorry. So I get 7x minus 14 is greater than a negative 28. If you guys don't make mistakes, you don't learn. So it's important. You don't have to be perfect all the time. Add 14 to both sides. You get 7x is greater than a negative 14. Divide both sides by 7. X is greater than a negative 2.
You ended up getting the correct answer because 42 minus 14 is negative 28, and then negative 28 divided by 2, then plus 14, so we end up with negative 14. You still ended up with the same.
You just didn't show your work here, which people didn't understand where this came from. And that's okay. But everybody in the room don't think like that. Okay? And x is less than a negative 2, which is not a correct response because x is not less than negative 2. X is actually greater than a negative 2.
You flipped your.
Okay? So you got to be careful. All right, let's go to the next one. Flip the page. Go ahead and try it. You got to combine like terms. There's no ifs, no ands, no buts about it. Your life will be a lot easier if you go ahead and combine like terms and then work the problems. If they have a variable, they all have the same variable, those are considered to be like terms. So that 6r minus 3r are like terms. You can rewrite it if you like. I don't care. That makes you feel better? Go ahead. If you have a colored pencil, if you have a pen, you can do some color coordinating. Hey, it's your paper. Okay? If it helps you to go put blocks around it or squares or rectangles or whatever you want to do. Okay? So now I have 3r plus 2 is greater than a negative 7. You want to move everything away from the r. You want to isolate the r. So your job is to get r by itself. So subtract that constant, create that 0 pair, bring down the 3r because we didn't do anything with it yet. That's the last thing you want to touch. That is greater than a negative 9. Divide both sides by 3. Do I flip the sign? No. Why? You don't know why you don't flip the sign? Because this leading coefficient right here, is that number positive or negative? Positive. When do you flip the inequality sign? When you multiply or divide by a negative. So if this number, the coefficient in front of the variable, the leading coefficient, if that number is negative, if you're dividing by a negative, then you flip the inequality sign. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it about 4 or 5 times this class. Because some of y'all will get flip happy. You just start flipping for no reason. Okay? So R is greater than a -3, so I'm going to a -3 on my number line. Is that circle going to be open or closed? It's an open circle. Do I shade to the right or to the left? To the right. Because we want all numbers that are greater than a -3. All right, number 2, you got 2b minus 6b. Tell me what b is going to be. Not your time. Not your time. Not your time. Minus 60. B minus 60. How many people got a -4b is less than or equal to 12? Okay, good job. Good job. Now we're going to divide by what? Say it out loud. We're going to divide by what? -4. When you write -4, go ahead and do yourself a favor. Go ahead. When you divide by the negative, the inequality sign switches. Okay? Create that 0 pair. B is no longer less than or equal to. It is now greater than or equal to a -3. Okay. I'm going to circle this and I'm going to write a little note over here. It's because we divided by a negative. Okay, that means you switch the sign. You divided by a -4, so the sign has to switch. If you multiply by a negative, the sign has to switch. You do not switch the sign. You don't get flip happy or switch happy. Okay? Is that an open or a closed circle? Closed. Am I shading to the right or to the left? To the what? Closed circle. I want numbers all greater than, so I'm going to the right. All right, for those of you that got it, you should probably be done by now with page 6. If you have the concept and you don't need me to walk you through the processes, then you should be done with page 6. Okay? Try number 3, because now you're back to making sure that you distribute. You got to distribute before you decide you want to combine like terms. It's order with math. If you see parentheses, parentheses means we do multiplication. That's the order of operation. So you should be multiplying 4 times a negative, 4 times a -4, sorry, times 7. And 7 times 5x. Without somebody having to prompt you to do that. Get it? Well, you don't combine them unless they're on the same side. Okay, there you go. If they're not on the same side, then you are moving and you are doing the inverse operation. Give me a thumbs up if you got that. Nobody? You did? All right. So when you move the 8x to the other side, remember the 8x, when you move, those are not like terms. This one don't have an x on it. That one does. Those are not like terms. Okay? So now you want to move the 8x to the 35x. So you need to subtract 8x from both sides. Hello, somebody. Alright. When you subtract that, you can move the numbers first or the variables. It doesn't matter. Tomatoes, tomatoes. It's okay. But you just have to make sure that when you're subtracting the 8x, that you subtract the 8x from the term on the other side that has an x with it. Those are called like terms. Okay? Create that zero pair. You have a negative 28. What is 35x minus 8x? 27x? Now you have to move that negative what? 28 to the other side. How do you do that? You just pick it up and move it? You add it. Why do you add it? It's the inverse operation. So the inverse, the opposite of a negative 28 is to add 28. Whatever I do to the left, I need to be doing it to the right. Create that zero pair. Okay? Bring down that 27x because we haven't done anything with it. Beautiful. Alright, now 26 plus 28 gives us a sum of 54, maybe, yeah? Alright, now divide both sides by what? 27. Is 27 positive or negative? Positive, so that means I don't flip the what? I don't switch the sign, so divide both sides by 27. Okay? Create a zero pair, because that's what we're doing. We're trying to eliminate this. X is greater than 2. Alright? Open or close circle? Open. So I'm going to 2, open circle. I'm going to shade to my try number 4 before we walk out of here. You had homework number 1, homework number 2. Homework 1 and 2 needs to be turned in. Go ahead and try number 4. I'll put my work up, see if your work match mine. Did everybody get that negative and get a positive 25? Because that's the one that'll get you. A negative 5 times a negative 5 is a positive 25. Okay? If you have any test papers that's still in your possession, any work that need to be completed, I need for you to put it in my hands before you walk out of here. If you walk out of here with it, I'm giving you a 0. If you want to come back 5th period and take care of your business, the door is open. You want to come after school and take care of your business, the door is open. I can't make you come, but the door is open.